That's pretty good.
Hello Exiles, today I got super lucky and encountered 10 bridge portals on my map. However, the map wasn't so great. But still, I was curious on how much currency can I get from those 10 bridges, since, let's be honest, currency is the only thing that everyone cares about at the moment, and so do I.
Of course!
If you're wondering how I've managed to get 10 bridge portals on my map, I was able to do that with the help of this bridge atlas node, Crumbling Walls, which gives us 2% chance to have 10 bridges in a single map, same as every other player. I like to gamble as well, so that's why I choose to run this node, and at the end of the day it paid off. I will speed up the clips of me clearing all the bridges, and in the meantime I'd like to talk about the bridge mechanic and why it's the best farming method at the moment. To put it simply, the other mechanics cannot compete with the amount of loot that bridge offers. Even with the recent nerf, bridge is still the best farming method in early access, and to be fair, it wasn't even a nerf. As the game director said in their latest podcast, bridge had an error and it wasn't even spawning 20% of the masters that it should have.
So actual hundreds of error logs of just like cannot fail to place monster due to lack of space.
There was a joke if we could release reduce breach monster density by 20% and the players wouldn't even see it because it would just result in less error messages for us.
Of course, in order to get the full benefits from this mechanic, we should be equipped with plenty of rarity and juice our maps with good prefixes like rarity, quantity and rare monsters. Also, find a good zone with at least 4 or 5 towers together to use our bridge tablets. A combination of at least 60 quantity on the map and at least 150 rarity on your gear will get us the best loot out of this mechanic. Try to push as much quantity on your maps as possible, since this will increase the amount of loot the monsters will drop. Doing this strategy, I was able to get basically all the needed currency in order to upgrade my build. I will quickly show you my build, which I've been using for the past 2 weeks. As you can see, my build is mostly focused on rarity. However, keep in mind that I've stacked my rarity before we discovered that 150 is more than enough. Also, I've tried my best to cap my resistances in order to not get one shot by a random mob. Lastly, here's my Atlas tree with all of my passives. However, if you're interested in a good deadeye build, I highly recommend Fabgun's guides, which I've also followed. I will post the link to the video on the description down below. He has plenty of versions for this build, so regardless of your budget, you're going to find something. Now, going back to the bridges, the loot was good, but not amazing or out of the ordinary. One of the most exciting drops was a white heavy bell base, which I've quickly changed it in order to satisfy my gambling addiction. Other than that, some good dual string bow bases, which I'll try to craft later on, and the uniques as well. But honestly, with the prices of the uniques at the moment, I find myself not picking them up as often as I've used to. The best drop by far was the perfect jewel orb, which at the moment when this was recorded was around 2.5 divines. So here is the final loot that I've gathered from all the 10 bridges. Not bad if you ask me. 1 bridge key, 61 splinters, some alchemy and chaos orbs, 34 exalted orbs, and by far the best drop, as I mentioned earlier, the perfect jewel orb. Honestly, for a single map, it was good. After finishing the bridges and seeing that I already have a bridge key in my inventory, I've tried to maximize my profits by trying to defeat the bridge boss. All I can say is that it didn't go as planned. Let me know in the comments down below what do you think about the loot from a map with 10 bridges in it. Was it good? Was it bad? Or if you had maps with better loot than this, also let me know.